Even ESPN has to admit, Spurs fans, the Wemby effect is real in San Antonio.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
What is up, San Antonio Spurs fans? Welcome to TSR Sports. Caught this article this morning from ESPN and I thought, you know what? I like to share that with our community, dropping some interesting stats that even I wasn't aware of as a San Antonio Spurs fan. So while I'm going over the article, drop a comment down below. Does any of this surprise you at all? Is it expected? Let me know. Hit the thumbs up, like, support our channel, and subscribe for more Spurs content. Let's get into it. But you know what? Before we do so, let's take a look at this play one more time with the steal here by Jeremy Sohan, and then the fast break transition crossover Euro step dunk by Wemby himself. Anyway, let me get into the article because there's some interesting stuff in here. Devin Vassell hasn't experienced much success over the past 3 seasons with the San Antonio Spurs. So hours away from the Spurs' 2023 preseason debut against the Oklahoma City Thunder, Vassell was understandably surprised about one aspect of that night's game. Quote, I mean, a preseason game on effing NBA TV, it doesn't even make sense, unquote. This, Spurs fans, is the Victor Wembanyama effect in action. Wemby's arrival has once again cast the national spotlight on our San Antonio Spurs, and national televised games are going to be a regular occurrence now, even in the preseason. And check this out, Spurs fans. This season, the Spurs are set to play 19 games on ESPN, ABC, TNT, or NBA TV, including 4 of their first 8. They were on national TV just once last season, when they hosted the Golden State Warriors at the Alamodome to break the NBA single game attendance record. And I agree with this 100%. There's the possibility, no, not even the possibility, Spurs fans. It is likely that more national TV appearances will get added as this season goes on. It's all about ratings. Admittedly, the Spurs weren't a big draw last year, losing games left and right. So if they're going to bring eyeballs, then they're going to get more television time. And they're probably, I would think, over the next few years with Wemby, going to get the most television time they've ever gotten, period. More than David Robinson's era, more than the Twin Towers era, more than the Big 3 era, because that was kind of considered boring TV, because we were a defensive team, a winning team, yes, but because of the low-scoring games, we were a little boring a lot. One thing these current San Antonio Spurs are not is boring at all, as Wemby is becoming must-see TV. Let's continue on with the article. Oh, by the way, there's Wemby in front of his mural, so nice. Look how giant. I mean, I know he's giant, but when you actually see him in perspective to like regular-sized people like myself and others, as opposed to NBA players, it just showed you just how freaking ridiculously big he is. This was something that also jumped out to me, Spurs fans, and I didn't quite know this. Let me know if you did. The Spurs had 4,000 new season tickets deposits headed into this season. The team now has their highest number of season ticket accounts, including partial packages, in team history. More than Mr. Robinson's neighborhood, more than the Twin Towers, and more than the Big 3. They have their highest sales for season tickets ever. And in the first 48 hours following the selection of Wemby, the Spurs saw a 3,000% increase from previous years in online traffic and sales. Again, wow. Again, proving the Wemby effect is 100% real. And one last few stats. Is this the last? Yep, that's the last thing I want to share with you guys. On Friday, the preseason game, the Spurs drew 17,214 fans for their team's home preseason opener after averaging 16,937 per game during the regular season last season. They drew more in their preseason game than their average. Now, granted, that's one game versus 41, but still, this was the highest revenue-generating preseason game ever for the Spurs. Courtside seats right now, according to this article, for the team's opener, I assume this is the home opener, are listed on the secondary market for $6,000. Oh, mama! I can't afford that. I remember when I saw the Spurs last season, and I felt bad the 2 home games I went to in December that it was so empty in the Alamodome, in the stadium. That being said, tickets were cheap. I got to see our Spurs, and I got to meet a lot of you guys, which was awesome. So it was totally worth it. And I met Sean Elliott. So it was absolutely worth it to come out to Texas and meet the wonderful Spurs community and see the team. But man, wow. For anybody who says the Wemby effect is not real, on the court or off the court, is just a hater. This kid is special. As long as he stays healthy, he's going to do special and wonderful and great things in San Antonio. I do think a championship is very possible. At the very least, will be a playoff contender every year. And it's good things are coming for the Spurs fan base, for the team. And Wemby is just, he could be such a his skill set with that size. Just watching him in this preseason, I'm like, yes, there's something very unique about him, something fun about him. He seems very humble too, and a generally good guy, somebody you can root for, and that's only good things for Spurs fans and the franchise alike. I'll be live tonight for the Heat game. I believe that is at 8 p.m. Eastern. I'll be live at 7:45 Eastern, 6:45 Central, 7:45 Philippines. I got to think of most of my main viewers in there. And can't wait to see Wemby tonight. Duvley's going to play. He's probably not playing Friday night against Golden State, so this will be our last chance to check him out in the preseason. And it's been a fun ride since starting this channel with you all in 2019, and it's only going to get funner. By the way, quick side note, I have been working on the new music video. I started last night. I have an idea. It's going to need a lot of editing, so I hope to knock out that editing tomorrow night and maybe in between and have the video up Saturday. I'm very excited for y'all to see it and hear the song. And that's all I got. So thank you all for tuning in. Until next time, and as always, go Spurs, go.